Hello and welcome to Canterbury Live. I'm Andrea Allen and we have a fantastic way to start our Thursday today. It's all about giving here at Canterbury Live, and of course we did promise you that we'll be drawing the 5 double passes to the concert for Chris Christopherson this Sunday, and that's what we're about to do now. So cuddle up to the telly and listen to this. So our 5 winners are Sandra Cosgrove, Philip and Marianne Kirkham, Edward Griffiths, Betty Chapman and Pip Murray. Congratulations to you all, and thank you to all the entrants that put their name in the draw. Enjoy the concert on Sunday, but you must collect the tickets tomorrow on Friday from Marianne here at the studio on Wairaki Road at the CTV studio. So enjoy the concert. Now, we don't stop there. We're all about giving for Mother's Day, that very, very important day, next Sunday, May the 11th. And we have 3 fantastic prizes to give to you, worth over $3,000 collectively. We have a beautiful gift basket and would like to thank the following. We have fudge from the lovely Fudge Cottage. Hornby Shoe Outlet have a shoes voucher to give, Paper Plus gift card, Maxwell Fashions voucher, Bun Runners voucher and a Unichem voucher. So that basket will be given to one winner, but we also have 2 fantastic prizes for the Select Braemar Lodge and Spa.
Select Braemar Lodge and Spa is Hanna's best kept secret, just 10 minutes drive from the village. Altitude Restaurant and Bar is the perfect setting, complemented by an outstanding a la carte menu. Spa Braemar offers a full range of spa treatments and is an oasis of peace and tranquility. Our relaxing enormous suites offer marble bathrooms and some with hot tubs set on your own private balcony. Phone now to book or visit selectbraemarlodge.com.
Now, how is that for a bit of alpine romance? How fantastic to give to a very special mum. Well, that's 2 mums. So let's find out exactly what you do get when you go to Braemar Lodge. You'll receive a chilled bottle of bubbles when you arrive. So 2 nights in a spa suite with an outdoor hot tub. How fantastic, looking at the mountains, sitting in a hot tub with your bubbly. A la carte breakfast each morning, a 3-course dinner for 2. No dishes, no cooking, and a 1-hour aroma bliss massage for the 2 of you. That does sound like bliss. Now, the 2 winners of that, and plus the gift basket, they must be able to come on here live on Monday the 12th of May to collect their prize. So remember that when you go into the draw. And how do you do it? Really easy. Hit the email inquiries@ctv.co.nz. Name of your mum and tell us who you are and why you're nominating them. But that's as easy as it is for those 3 wonderful prizes. So we'll talk more about it. Now, after the break, we're talking about art, and we've also got an amazing author as well. But first up with me, we have Carolyn Schoen. Hi, Carolyn.
Hi,
how are you?
How are you doing? Nice to meet you.
Now, that's not too bad, is it, for a mum to receive all those lovely goodies?
No, I tell you what, I'd like to do that. It'd be lovely. Too busy though at the minute.
Too busy. Well, you are busy, and now please explain to us, what is the Curtin Bank?
Okay, Community Energy Action is a charitable trust that's been available or been around since 1994. And one of the first projects it got involved with was the Curtin Bank. And the idea is people donate their curtains, we get curtains from retailers, we get curtains through earthquake damaged hotels and properties, and we take those curtains in and we line them, or we put thermal lining on them, and then we distribute them to people that need them.
And who are the people that need them?
Well, basically people that are low income, elderly people, families that have children under 17, people that have health conditions that maybe can't afford to put curtains in their home. And actually curtains on windows are a really good form of insulation.
And maybe one we take for granted.
We certainly do. If you've got good curtaining, as well as having insulation in your house, top and bottom, ceiling and the floor, you then have a really good insulated house. And a lot of the houses in Canterbury, in fact a lot of the houses in New Zealand, they have single glazed windows, and single glazed windows aren't particularly good for keeping the warmth in. So part of our way of working with people is to help them understand, with our assessors who go out and assess the properties, how they can insulate their windows by putting window kits on, and then put in really good curtaining and making sure the curtains close properly, they're the right length, they go down to the floor, and that they're lined. That way you get a good insulation on the windows.
So it's not really common sense, actually educating, isn't it? Things we take for granted.
But it's not just people that we help, we also go out and educate people that need educating. So anybody out there, we'd like to help. The Curtain Bank has had its most successful year last year. We helped over 500 homes last year, which is great. It's probably one of the best years for us with helping people that desperately need help. And there are an awful lot of people in Christchurch that do, particularly people that have earthquake damaged properties.
And you're always looking for donations of the curtains, or?
Yeah, we have Curtain Bank bins around Christchurch. We've probably got about 13 or 14 out now, and in different areas around Christchurch. That's on our website as to where those are. But yes, you can bring curtains into us. I'm sure the staff are going to love me for saying that. But you can bring them into us, or at the Curtain Bank as well.
And if we're listening today and we think, wow, that is so amazing that someone would do that for us, for our home, for our family, for our children, how can we get in contact?
Either the phone number, and it's 0800 Get Warm, or 03 374 7222, or on our website. Yeah, I've got to remember that.
Well done.
On our website, www.cea.co.nz.
Great, well, that's fantastic. Now, apart from the curtains, it's not all about that, is it? And you've got some accessories beside you at the moment.
Some of the things we do with our curtains, I was going to say you could have a look at this. This is a door sausage, but it's a double one. Yeah. And that's actually quite useful because when you put the door obviously goes in here, but it stops the drafts from both sides of the door. And for anybody that might not be too good on their feet, you don't trip up on it because it moves with the door. And we make these from the donated curtains.
That's so
and
clever.
We fill them with insulation off wiring.
So recycling as well?
Recycling, yep.
Ah, that's very cool.
Windows. If you have condensation on your windows, this is such a useful gadget. This is a scoopy. And you use it by going up the window and the water just comes in here. And then you pull that off, empty the water.
And it's frightening that some people would actually need that
Absolutely.
For their homes, really, isn't it?
There's the amount of people who use these and get this filled every time they go on a window, and just amazing. And that condensation is not good for you, and that causes problems, particularly with people who have asthma.
Yeah.
And that's quite prevalent in New Zealand.
And there's never any better time now being winter.
Oh, this is the worst time now.
Yeah.
So we are vehemently going out there to say to people, if you need help, particularly if you're low income, even if you're not low income, if you're general income, we have an advice service that can help you too.
Right.
And my plea is, please get in touch with us because we've got funding to help.
Thank you very much for coming in.
You're
Thanks,
very
Caroline.
welcome. Thank
it's a
you for giving me
worthwhile
the
cause.
opportunity.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, stay with us after the break. We have Sal Keen joins us.
The world has a great deal to tell. Journalists from across the world report on their home nations and the experiences of the people who live there. World Stories.
Hi, I'm Steve and welcome to Carpet Kingdom. At Carpet Kingdom we stock a massive range of carpets and we're also the largest vinyl stockist in the South Island. And not only do we have an excellent range in store, but you can purchase our stock online. We offer free measuring quotes, we have our own installation team, we ship nationwide, so come on down and see us at Carpet Kingdom. 312 Wilsons Road in Waltham, just off Brougham Street, or visit us online at carpetkingdom.co.nz.
Come on down to Ferrymead Golf. Care for a game of paintball? How about some swings on the old driving range? Or on our par 3 9-hole golf course? Test your skills on the mini golf course or have a go at the air gun shooting range. Then relax at the Wow Cafe with one of our super succulent Wow Burgers. Whether you want to perfect your swing or are looking for a fun family day out, come down to Ferrymead Golf, 50 Ferrymead Park Drive, right next to the Ferrymead Heritage Park.
The home show sale is on. Hi, Mike from Four Seasons. We have the largest range of gas and wood burners on display. All wood burners and gas fires are heavily reduced. Save up to $1,300 on fire and flue packages. The home show sale at Four Seasons Home and Leisure, Tower Junction Mega Centre.
Here, an opportunity of a lifetime has arisen. A chance for you to live, work, play and relax in the heart of New Zealand's adventurous alpine environment. The Drive is a stunning lifestyle subdivision nestled between the Twizel Township and the renowned Lake Ruataniwha. Starting from just $135,000, each section allows stunning views and offers the potential to develop your very own piece of utopia. For more information, visit mackenzieproperties.co.nz.
In Good Shape, examining all aspects of healthcare, medicine, research, nutrition, fitness and beauty, with in-depth interviews from medical experts. It's all here on In Good Shape, Monday afternoon at 2, CTV.
Welcome back to Canterbury Live. I'm joined by a very talented lady, Sal Keane, author extraordinaire, with a couple of her friends she brought along.
Hi.
How are you, Sal?
I'm good, thanks, Andrea. How are you?
I'm good. And tell us, who are these two characters sitting beside you?
This is one of my characters in my book called Marmalade Proud Paw.
Oh, Marmalade Proud Paw.
Yeah, that's correct.
Say that 3 times. Yes.
And this is Snow Bear, and he's a magical bear. And
He looks magical.
And Marmalade is partnered up with a dragon in one of the stories, and he takes a little girl in a wheelchair to magical lands, and they have adventures. And
Tremendous. Well, let's talk about the book.
okay.
And what is the name of the book?
The book is called Whiz Bang, Teddy Cuddles and Fiery Tales, because it's a collection of teddy bear stories and dragons, and there's a fireworks story in there, and it's really fun, positive stories for kids, which is fantasy fiction for 5 and upwards.
And where do these ideas come from? Where do the characters come from?
I've always, as a youngster, I've always loved fantasy, and I've always read Melanie Raw, J.R. Tolkien, and then later on J.K. Rowling and that sort of thing, and it takes you to another world, and it's just great. And I live how I write. My house is filled with wolves and dragons and teddy bears and fairies.
As you do, it's
and
normal
things
thing
like
in Canterbury, isn't it?
Yeah, much to my husband's dismay. So I wake up and I've got inspiration as soon as I wake up in the morning, and I'm surrounded by teddy bears and dragons and things.
So your home is your muse, really?
Yes.
You're surrounded by your muse.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
And you can create your own worlds and characters, and obviously some of the bears are my characters in my stories. And
Well, let's talk about the characters. What inspired each of, well, the names are obviously fantastic, but what does each character hold?
What do you mean, in what way?
As in, how do they inspire the story along? What's their role?
Well, he's Marmalade Proud Paw, just a name I thought up, and he's like a very kind-hearted sort of teddy bear, and he makes friends with this dragon. And I've done a lot of creative writing courses and things like that, and did a freelance journalism course, but fantasy is my main love, so I just make up all these names and just, all the characters. And the dragon in it is called Tangerine Flame. And the teddy bear actually names the dragon in the story. He names the dragon, and they become really good friends and go on adventures. And
oh, tremendous!
There's always morals to my stories as well for kids, because I think that's really good. And some are pretty apparent, like hope and things like that, or believe in yourself. Because I think kids need things like that, and always be yourself, and things like that. And I always like. And some are a bit more hidden, and some are right out there, and you can see them.
And can you give us a little snippet? I know you've got a little bit that you're going to read to us a little bit of the story.
Okay, I'd love to. It's called The Grand Finale, and it's a story. They're very short stories. It's a collection of 5 children's short stories, and they're very short stories.
Maybe just a little tease. That'd be cool.
Okay. It was the day after bonfire night in a small Chinese firework factory, and the workers were preparing for the Chinese New Year, and they wanted to make this year an extra special one. So they decided to create a unique firework, and this is his story. The little firework woke up as if from a dream. It was very dark, and he could feel the presence of other fireworks around him. He tried to move, and as he did so, a voice bellowed, "Oi, watch it! Some of us are trying to sleep here." The little firework tried to glance around as best he could, but could see nothing in the gloom. So he closed his eyes and tried to sleep. He was woken suddenly with a jolt, and had a sinking feeling as if he was being lifted up. Then lots of rattling and bumping. The little firework saw a bright light above him. A child's face appeared and stared at him for a moment with a look of excitement there. Then the firework heard a voice shouting and the boy disappeared. In the light, the firework could see he was in some kind of box surrounded by lots of other fireworks. He too sensed a feeling of excitement amongst them and wondered why. The little firework turned slightly and saw a large, thin, brightly coloured firework. The large firework sensed he was being stared at and turned and said, "Hello, I'm Rodney the Roman Candle. What's your name?" I don't know," said the little firework. "I haven't been given a name." "Yes, you do. It's written on your side."
And wait, there's more.
Yes.
But you have to get the book.
OK, that's it.
So the launch is tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes,
So,
yes.
And where is the launch being held?
The launch is at Rangiora Library. At 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I'm doing some stories, so I'm going to read 3 whole stories for the kids and tell them a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to run a prize for the best character because I want to involve the kids.
Brilliant.
So they're going to do a sketch and I'm going to ask them to name a character, and then they're going to get a prize. They're going to get acknowledgement in my next book, and their character's going to be in my next book. And they're going to get a copy of my next ebook as well, so they can see how the character unfolds that they've done a sketch of and named, so it'll be really cool for the kids. I really want to involve the kids and do workshops and things like that. And yeah.
Well, well done to you. Congratulations, and thank you for bringing the beautiful characters in.
Thank you.
It was a real treat.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now stay with us after the break. Another talented lady. It is Ira Mitchell-Kirk.
Every Tuesday night, I talk to the newsmakers and decision takers to get answers to the questions that have gone unanswered. It's time to listen carefully, see clearly, and understand the real issues. Join me for Point of View, Tuesday nights at 8:30 on CTV.
My son's helped me greatly with my independence now that I've got more mobility.
Mum, I've been looking into stand assist chairs from More Mobility. They recline back with a footrest, then when you want to get out of them, they stand you up. You can even sleep on them. More Mobility can bring one out for a free trial. There's even electric beds too. What do you think? For more range and more expert advice, see More Mobility, corner Clarence and Princess Streets off Blenheim Road.
What a difference more mobility makes.
Yuck, look at all this moss and lichen. I'm not getting up there, not in these heels. Time to call Mossbuster.
Mossbuster is a no-bleach, non-abrasive, biodegradable solution that has over 35 years of proven results. You can buy Mossbuster online for less than half the cost of other well-known products and can be yours for less than $1 a litre. You just spray it on and let Mother Nature do the rest, or Mossbuster can do it for you. Check out our website or call the Mossbuster crew for a free quote. Mossbuster, 0800 88 1000.
Hurst Auto Dismantlers, your one-stop shop for all your mechanical and car part needs. Our huge premises boasts a large selection of mechanical parts, panels, tyres and glass. Most makes and models are available on site, and if we don't have it, our trusted staff will do their best to source what you need locally and nationwide. So come in and see the team, or just give us a call and save time and money. Hurst Auto Dismantlers, 343 0099.
Every Monday night I'll take you out and about around the region's A&P shows from Cheviot to Temuka. You'll meet the exhibitors, have a look at the sheep and cattle and horses, and also have a look at what people have been producing. Rob's Country Showtime, 8:30 on a Monday night, CTV.
Welcome back to Canterbury Live. I'd like to say buonasera.
Hello.
Come stai?
I'm very well. I'm happy to be here. I don't know what you're saying, but
a little
right.
bit of Italian. Yeah. I lived there for a year, so I'm very excited to hear. Yeah, it was school actually with AFS, so I was very excited to see that you're heading to Italy. It's a beautiful part of the world. Welcome, Ira, to Canterbury Live. Now, tell us, you are an author. An artist. But why are you travelling to Italy? Why is it taking you over there?
3 years ago I was invited by the New Zealand Art Guild to show in Italy, and so I've been showing there for a few years now, but this is the first time I've been. I haven't been to Europe before, so I'm very excited. This is the 70th anniversary of the Battle of Cassino, so that's why they've asked us to come over. Yeah.
Tremendous. And maybe we can take a shot of the beautiful painting beside you. I mean, you've got Monte Cassino up on the hill there.
Yep. So
and one of the bomber planes.
Yeah. So on the 15th of February, that's when they flew in and bombed all around here and bombed Monte Cassino because Hitler's troops were all around the valley and so they cleared it for the troops to go through. There was 1,600 New Zealand troops died in that battle, but they pushed through what they called the Winter Line and went up into Rome, and they were able to take Rome back from the Germans. So yeah, all the poppies are there now. Yeah, and there was over 100,000 allies died in the battle.
And it's the Legato expedition,
yeah,
isn't
Legato,
it?
yeah.
So who
yeah.
else will be displaying their works there?
There's several other New Zealand artists. I think there's about 20 of us, and it's all organised by Kay Delatour, she's a New Zealander who lives over there and organises it.
How tremendous. And so who are they hoping that will come and visit?
It's being opened by the ambassador to Rome. And it's a very big thing over there. Lots and lots of locals go. It's published on all the different expat websites, so there tends to be a lot of expats go as well.
And what will happen to the paintings after the exhibition?
They tour, so I have quite a few over there at the moment, and sometimes they come back to New Zealand and tour, but these particular ones, they get invited to tour around the country.
How tremendous. So how do you actually sit down and get into the actual mental state to actually paint something that's so poignant to so many people?
That particular one I did quite a bit of research into to get it correct, because you know that a lot of people that know a lot about it are going to be looking at it, so you need to get it right. But usually for me it's a problem of stopping thinking, because I'm just creating, it's my job every day to be painting.
Right. But this is not the only, it is a part of a charity, but you've actually done a lot of pieces for charities, haven't you?
Yeah, I made a distinct decision with my family after the earthquakes that either we go or we stay and help out the community, and with my family that's what we're doing. My daughter and I did a mural for the Women's Refuge last year, and yeah, I do a lot of art.
So it's a family affair?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And where can we find out about yourself and also your work?
You can look on my website, you can just Google my name, or you can look up Art by Ira, that's my website.
What's next?
Next I've shown in New York before, which I loved, but next I want to do LA. So each year I pick a different country to go to.
And how does the themes come about when you're painting? Does something come to you, or
yeah,
are
just
you
it comes to me, yeah.
And where can it come from?
It can be things people say. Mostly I paint about my life, having children, being remarried. There's just so much going on. For me, it never stops.
Do you use it as a form of an outlet for you?
I guess so. If it's a therapy, I obviously need a lot of therapy because I do it all the time. Yeah.
Are you commissioned very often?
Yes, yeah.
How does that work?
People just come to me with ideas. Generally, I just paint and then contact them and say, is this what you want? And 9 times out of 10 it is, yeah.
Do people really know what they want though?
When they see it, they do.
When they see it?
Yeah. It's got to be an emotional connection, and I work with people to find out exactly what they want, why they want it, and if I don't feel that we connect, I won't do the painting for them.
Do you paint with your hand or your heart?
Both, definitely, yeah. My hand follows my heart, yeah.
Great. So 2015, it's not that far away. Have you got anything planned for other overseas trips next year, or?
Yeah, so I actually go on Monday for this one.
Yes.
And then, yeah, for next year that we'll be back to the States.
Tremendous. Well, thank you so much. I mean, that is a beautiful, beautiful painting, and I hope, will you be showing them in New Zealand, or is it Italy are the only ones that'll be spoiled?
We're working on funding that hopefully they'll get shown in New Zealand, so it's always about funding, moving them around the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing, I suppose, to be moving these paintings around carefully and with care and love.
Yes, it is, definitely. Yeah.
No, it's great. Well, keep in touch with us. We'd love to see some more works from you, but have a wonderful time in Italy. It's a beautiful place, beautiful people, and of course, enjoy some of that beautiful pasta and the sights.
Wine, yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Now stay with us, because we are giving you a sneak preview, just a sneak one, of Coast to Coast. See you tomorrow.
We're back and almost at the end of the mountain run, where our competitors have a quick cycle section down to the kayaks, then it's a 70-kilometre journey down the Waimak here at the 2014 Speight's Coast to Coast. Here we have the leaders coming through Dudley's Knob, the final checkpoint on the mountain running section. Approximately 45 minutes to go until the transition at Klondike Corner. Race leader Braden Curry has blown through this section in a near record time. Braden would go on to complete the mountain running section in 2 hours 49.57. This is one of the fastest ever times posted in the one-day race. Nearing the transition at Klondike Corner, Braden is looking strong and is all set to go for his 15k cycle to Mount White. Braden would have emerged with a 20-minute lead over his competition. Never in the history of the race has a leader had this much time on his competition. Braden is coming through transition, assisted by a support crew. He's all set to go for the bike leg, a quick transition, change of shoes, and he's away up the road. A healthy tailwind is going to blow competitors through this section of the race in about 25 minutes. Braden is tearing up the road. His competition still hasn't even arrived at transition. Braden has a massive lead and is looking to extend this on the 15k cycle leg. Here at Mount White Bridge, support crews are eagerly awaiting their charges to arrive. Braden is arriving at the top of Mount White Bridge. Again, a quick transition of the shoes, and he'll run down the 1 kilometre gravel road into his kayak at Mount White. Across the Mount White Bridge, Curry is looking strong. The support crew has got his boat in the water, ready to go, putting on his kayak gear, topping up hydration and fluids. The 70-kilometre kayak is all set to go. This stage will take the lead competitors over 4 hours to complete. This year the Waimakere River was running at about 40 QMX. Competitors will also have to contend with a nor'easterly headwind. This will slow their times down for this section. Curry's off down the river on his way to Gorge Bridge. Now back to Robin Judkins at Mount White Bridge, who gives us thoughts on the leaders and the hot pace Braden Curry has been setting.
Oh, fantastic race today. I mean, it's a total turnaround for Braden Curry. I mean, he's come out of that mountain. When I was at the transition from mountain run to the cycle at Klondike Corner, he was, by my calculations, he was 22 minutes ahead. And that is just so phenomenal. I don't recall, in the 32 years of the race, I don't recall anybody having that lead and not winning. You know, that is astonishing.
It's incredible.
And way back, in fourth position, was Richard Ushart, and there's that little dynamo who's sitting in number 2 position, and he just, I swear he's less than, well, he's certainly younger than me. He's going like an absolute rocket. So it's going to be a hoot.